Hello humans, this is a short video, basically based on a Reddit post I made about No Man's Sky. I contend that it is an amazing game and a lot of people have a lot of mixed reactions to it. And I just thought I'd put into words why I thought it was an absolutely fantastic game. And I just wanted to highlight that people do see things in different ways, so the purpose of the post wasn't to preach, it was kind of just to enlighten people that there are other ways of looking at the game, and for a certain type of player, the game is perfect. So I'm just going to read it out. I apologise for the shamelessness of that, but it has drawn a lot of attention, so I don't really want to modify it very much. Here we go. I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about this game, and this is going to be a purely positive post. Let me start out by saying that everyone has their own needs when it comes to gaming, and this is all about the needs of me and people like me. I know there are other points of view, and others have legitimate issues with the game. This post is aimed at and talks about people who are pure explorers, and not all explorers, but of a specific type. Still, I want to refer to them as pure explorers. Okay, with that out of the way, let me say that Hello Games, I know what you are trying to do. I know what this game is supposed to be, and you've done it spot on. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I've waited since that very moment when I was a child full of wonder at how amazing and big and varied the world is, and how I would love to see it all. I've waited for this since I first began to think about life. This is a game for those people who ever since they were a kid just dreamed of exploring, seeing. People who like to find special places, to relish in them, to experience them, to feel them. It is a game that has generated unlimited places to find, each one unique and special and full of life. It is a game that appeals to the insatiable drive people like me have to just keep going, to see more and more, to find that perfect place, to see what crazy and beautiful and wonderful and scary and horrible and lovely and adorable and mystical and alien things exist, to have their minds expanded, their perception shattered, to pretend it's not a game, to imagine it's real, that this place I am in really exists, and this planet is huge, and there's so much to see, that there is another planet and another and another and another, and I can see them all and nothing is stopping me. In No Man's Sky, every planet has its own feel. Every place on every planet has its own feel. Some people know what I mean, some don't. This game has been created with love for pure explorers. Every planet feels different. Every place on every planet feels different. The planets, the animals, the landscape, the geology, the sky, the weather, the sound of your footsteps, the lore, the different times of day, the lushness or barrenness, it all combines and mixes and differentiates, and no matter how long you spend, you will never see the same thing twice. You might see similar things, but for pure explorers that is nothing. Even subtle differences are worlds apart. That's an important point to counter the argument that say each animal is the same, except for a different mouth, etc, etc. Yes, there are archetypes and they can be seen. Yes, that is annoying to some people, and legitimately so, but not for pure explorers. I just want to argue that this game is designed with that in mind. All the mechanics, the combat, the quests, the survival mechanics, that's all extra. That's not the point of the game. Those people who came for those things are not going to find much. They are going to be disappointed. But can I ask you, before you go and give a terrible Steam review, before you go and tell everyone that this game is a major letdown and a disappointment, please remember this one thing. This game, I'm sorry to say, is not made for you. It isn't the way you want it to be because it's not meant to be. It's a game for pure explorers, a game to fill a niche that is almost empty. It's pretty much the first, give or take, and definitely by far the best game of this type. Please let it be. Let it live on, let it do what it is supposed to do. Leave making the Steam review, or at the very least write it taking all that I've said into account. Accept this game wasn't meant for you, that it's nothing personal, something went wrong and you were led to believe it was, but it never really was. It was always, since inception, a pure exploration game. Exploration for the sake of exploration, and that it does perfectly. Pure explorers everywhere are finally satisfied. We have our game. Hello Games, you did it right, you got it perfect. Launch issues aside, this was your crowning achievement. Please don't be discouraged from trying it again. Please don't be put off from improving the exploration aspect. Please realise what you did has finally answered a need that has been driving pure explorers crazy for so long. There we go. I hope that will influence some people, but even if it doesn't, I just wanted to lay it out there. This is the perfect exploration game, and that is why. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have lots of exploration and space related games. Reviewed, played, documentaries, everything. You name it, it is the channel for you. So long, humans. To the heavens to see what secrets they hold. Join me as I sail amongst the stars.